To move from this old shack, I hold my head up like a king, and I never, never will look back until that morning I'll work and slave, and I'll save every dime. But tonight she'll have to steal away to see me one more time. Down in the boondocks, down in the boondocks, people put me down on that side of town I was born in. I love her, she loves me, but I don't fit her society. Lord, have mercy on a boy down in the boondocks. Lord, have mercy on a boy down in the boondocks. Lord, have mercy on a boy down in the boondocks.
I don't know how I'm really going to talk about Carol's Red Hanger Shops and buying all those wonderful clothes since everybody just got through paying their income tax, and this is the time of the year, and they start walking around and feel nothing that makes you feel better, I don't think, than going out and buying something new. Do you find that true? I do. You just, like just a new sport coat makes you feel like a new kind of a guy, a new pair of slacks, just new shirt. Doesn't really matter. It's just something new. There's something about something new which gives you a lift, and when you get down to a Carol's Red Hanger Shops, that's the place where you find what's new in men's fashion. Not only that, you also can keep ahead of it if you want to, because they got some far-out styles over there. They have the traditional styles, too. So be our guest and please your taste down at the Carol's Red Hanger Shops. You know where they are, don't you? Sure you do. They're down at State in Washington, 63rd in Kedzie, the Hillside, the Gulf Mill, and the Dixie Square shopping centers in Champaign, Illinois. It's Carol Kaufman. See you down there. Ramsey Lewis Trio. Hang on, Snooper gal. Hang on. for a Sunday night out, Roberts, and hey, baby, they're playing our song. Remember a guy by the name of Clarence Frogman Henry? We played a song, and a long, long time ago, he came out with his first song was called I Found a Home. Ain't Got No Home was it. Ain't Got No was the first one. And he was a lonely frog, ain't got no home, you know, and that kind of thing. And he kept that name forever. He was always known as Clarence Frogman Henry from then on. But he didn't always sing with that kind of a kooky voice, you know. He did come out with some pretty fair tunes like this one, You Always Hurt the One You Love. You know the great things I dig about this time of the year? You don't have to hide your clothes. Yeah, it's a fact. And when you think about the winter time, you can go out and buy a great-looking suit or a sport coat or something. You got to cover it up with a sport jacket. I mean, with an overcoat. You know, you got your sport jacket all covered up like that. And nobody really sees it, you know. And like once in a while, you'll leave your coat open so they could sort of get a peek at the material, you know, hoping somebody will say, boy, it's a nice sport coat you got under that heavy overcoat that you're wearing. No, but nobody ever really says anything. Then this is the time of the year when you can really blossom, because this is the time of the year and you're really proud of the clothes you wear. People see it. They see what you look like, and you want to look good, and you will when you get your clothes at the Carol's Red Hanger Shops. See you down there here. State in Washington, 63rd and Kedzie, Hillside, Gulf Mill, Dixie Square Shopping Centers, and Champaign. It's Carol Kaufman, all for you. There's a young man who came from, where did he come from? North Carolina, if I remember right. And one of those times when they make the Winston-Salem, somewhere around there. And he came down with a little record tucked underneath his arm. See, and he said, I want to be a country western singer. And he walked in the record company, and they played it, and he went, good, I'm going to be a pop singer. And he said, no, I want to be a country western singer. And they said, no, I got to be a pop singer. And it was like a big million-seller type record. And so he was a pop singer for a while. But he never lost his love for country music. And finally, he stopped being a pop singer, and he went back and to his first love. And today, he's a very successful country and western artist. And the whole record that started his career off with this fine, tall, shy kind of a guy, George Hamilton IV, and a Rose and a Baby Ruth.
can't even see you at your home, so I'm sending you this present just to prove that I'm telling the truth. Dear, I believe you won't laugh when you receive this rose and the baby I could have sent you an orchid of some kind, but that's all I had in my jeans at the time. But when we grow up, someday I'll show up just to prove I was telling the truth. I'll kiss you too, then I'll hand to you this rose and the baby blue. Radar weather on. Radar weather on.
A tornado watch is in effect for most of northern Illinois and southeastern Wisconsin. The threat of one or two isolated tornadoes exists in these areas until 2:30 a.m. tomorrow. A few severe thunderstorms with large hail and locally damaging winds are also forecast. The greatest threat along a line 60 miles either side of a line from southwest of Rockford to 40 miles northeast of Madison, Wisconsin.
In Chicago with wonderful 890 WLS, the station with personality.
Here's a song that I guess you'll never get tired of hearing, the Fender Men and the old Mule Skinner Blues.
Good morning, Captain. Well, good morning to you. Do you meet another mule skinner down on your mule run?
WLS Radio on a Sunday night get-together called Hey Baby, they're playing our song. Art Roberts, glad you came along because we're going to have a lot of fun before this evening is over. Talk about a play on words. Here's one, just a perfect play on words, and a guy who really knows how to do it, too. Roger Miller, attaboy, girl.
Attaboy, girl. That a way to break my heart. Attaboy, girl. That a way to tear me apart. Yeah, you know how to do just what? Make me mad enough to blow my top. Well, attaboy, girl. That a way to break my heart. Well, attaboy, girl. That a way to make me cry. Attaboy, boy, you make me wish I could die. Well, you took my young head and filled it full. I filled deep, you double elbow. Well, attaboy, girl, that a way to make me cry. Yes, and I'm just a sad and lonely guy. And it's all because all you do is make me sit and I'm feeling blue. Attaboy, girl, that a way to hurt my pride. Attaboy, girl, you really tore me up inside. Yeah, you took me for all I had. I treated you too good, too bad. Well, attaboy, girl, that a way to hurt my pride. I'm just a sad, lonely guy. And it's all because all you do make me sit around feeling blue. Attaboy, girl, that a way to hurt my pride. Attaboy, girl, you really tore me up inside. Yeah, you took me for all I had. I treated you too good, too bad. Well, attaboy, girl, that a way to hurt my pride. Break my heart, make me cry. Attaboy, girl.
If you like that one, you'll love the other side. That's the other side of King of the Road, I want you to know. 21 minutes after 10 o'clock. And a big hi, Art Roberts here on WLS, Channel 89 Radio. Off for Carol's Red Hanger Shop for this Sunday. A lot of great things happen down at the Carol's Red Hanger Shop. You have a variety of clothes to choose from. You have, well, I guess selection is the key why people go down to a Carol's, because there are men's clothing stores all over the city of Chicago, but there's only one kind of Carol's Red Hanger Shops. And that's why people go there, because they are different, because they care, because they were there with the clothes you wanted to wear before you ever thought about them. And once you go to a Carol's, you like the way they treat you, like the clothes that you find, and you just like being there. So be there. See you at Carol's. Any one of them will do fine. Down in the Loop, State in Washington. That's good. 63rd and Kedzie if you live south. Hillside Shopping Center, or the Gulf Mills Shopping Center, or the Dixie Square Shopping Center. And in Champaign, it's Carol Kaufman's All for You.
Super Summer's coming to WLS.
I thought I saw a putty tat.
There's little old me standing right over here. Talking about things that are coming your way. Sonny and Cher will be coming to Chicago, barnstorming the whole city. Just going from one end to the other, promoting their brand new movie. Let's promote one of their old favorite songs. What Now, My Love? Sonny and Cher.
What now, my love? Now that you left me,
I'll go say goodbye ourselves. Not for long, though, just a little bit. Just long enough to let you catch up what's happening in the sports world, that sort of thing. And then back, we're going to bounce some more music for you here for a Sunday night get-together. And every Sunday night, we call it the same thing. Hey, baby, they're playing our song.
Personality. Exciting radio. Personality. On 890 in Chicago. WLS.
Personality.
WLS. In Chicago.
Hey, we're back in business with our Sunday night get-together, baby. I got news for you. Mr. Stevie Wonder's about to sing our song, Uptight. Everything is all right. Nothing. That's the message. 25 and a half minutes, front of 11 o'clock. And a big hi. Art Roberts back again on Hey Baby, they're playing our song for a Sunday night get-together. Billy and Lily and that lucky ladybug.
Lucky ladybug. Lucky ladybug. Lucky ladybug. Ladybug, silver dollar, rabbit foot. With a four-leaf clover and a horseshoe. Wishbone shamrock got me shook. Singing abracadabra in a cat's eye. I wonder if you love me. Guess I'll ask the star above me when the moon is bright canary yellow. It'll really be amazing if that crystal ball a gazing says I'll always be your steady fellow. Ladybug, silver dollar, rabbit foot, with a four-leaf clover and a horseshoe. Wishbone shamrock got me shook. Singing abracadabra in a cat's mouth. Say your words smooth and soothing, don't you feel it's time for grooving? Come on, Daddy, rock me while the band is rolling. Keep it cool, my lucky baby doll. Our love is lucky when you walk me down the aisle. We'll do it strolling. Ladybug, silver dollar, rabbit foot, with a 4-leaf clover and a horseshoe. Wishbone, shamrock, stocking ship, singing abracadabra in a cat's house. Cupid gave us fever and an itchy, twitchy feeling, and the green mosquito must have bit us. Got us rocking like two robbers, making moon fucking bobbing like a firefly, fishing and a slashing. Ladybug, silver dollar, rabbit's foot, with a 4-leaf clover and a horseshoe. Wishbone, shamrock, stocking shoe, singing abracadabra in a cat's house. Lucky ladybug, lucky ladybug, a lucky ladybug, a lucky ladybug, a lucky ladybug, a lucky ladybug.
Sure, you ought to buy yourself a new bathing suit if you need one. Yeah, because the weather is getting to be where you got to get things now. You know, because now's the time when you get the greatest selection in the world, especially down at Carol's Red Hanger Shop. They got some groovy items for the beach and for hanging around a swimming pool and stuff like that. You know, you got the shirts, the cabana-type shirts, and you got the swimsuits they got for you, and those little cloppers that you clog around in. You know, they got that, and just some nice-looking slacks to lounge around whenever you're just going to enjoy yourself with all the warm weather that's ahead of us. So head right for Carol's Red Hanger Shops, because that's the place you can check out all the clothes you need. State in Washington, 63rd and Kedzie, Hillside, Gulf Mill, Dixie Square Shopping Centers in Champaign. It's Carol Kaufman downtown and the Country Fair Shopping Center. This is Art Roberts along with you on WLS Radio. I feel like laughing. How about you? This one always brings a chuckle. Jack Ross was his name. Never was a very big record, but it's always good to hear it over and over again. It's the story of Cinderella. His story of Cinderella.
Here is a tale to make your crush flip. It'll give you poo skimples. It's a story for fee folk and big-o-toe peep. That's wee folk and bigger people, too. It's a story about Cinderella, who lived in a big heart house with her mean old mepstother and her two sissy uglies. And they made Cinderella do all the wordy-dirt while they sat around cheating offlets and magging rid And one day when Cinderella was in the kitchen flopping the more, the two sissy uglies came in and said, guess what? The Pransome Hints is growing a fancy threstrol, and we're invited. It's too bad that you can't go. So Cinderella went back in the kitchen with ears in her ties, and she was just about to chickasee a frickin' when suddenly there was a blinding flash of light. And standing beside her was a beautiful berry. And Cinderella said, who are you and what do you want? And the beautiful berry said, oh, well, I'm your berry fudgutter. And Cinderella said, well, may I go to the ball? And the fairy said, well, that's quite a wish. But she said, okay. So she waved her magic wand, and instantly Cinderella was transformed into a Babishing Rudy. She had a long white gap and sound and a necklace of poopies and rules. And on her few were two tiny sass clippers. And the fairy said, now you may go, but you must promise to be home by midnight. And Cinderella said, okay. And from the raw. But as she did, one of the sass clippers flipped from her soot. The Pransome Hints picked it up, and he says, now all I have to do is find the woman whose soot this flipper sits, and I'll know whom I've lollen in fud. So the next day, he went from house to house, and you can't turn that around. And soon he came to the Sin, where Housterella lived, and he knocked on the door. And who should come to the door but the two sissy uglies? And he says, I'm looking for the woman who sits the flipper sits. Well, of course, they were beaten were too thick. But then it was Cinderella's turn, and guess what? The clipper pitted perfectly, they were married, and they have lively ever after. And that's the end of the story of Cinderella. But you see, there's a moral to this fairy tale, because Cinderella never gave up. And as you walk down the pathway of life, never give up. Christopher Columbus never gave up. Benjamin Franklin never gave up. Abraham Lincoln never gave up. Oliver Twiddledee, who's he? You see, you don't know because he gave up. And always remember this little philosophy. You see, some of our snubbers will fall, and some of our bubbles are trig. But if we try to add no hubbles, how could we recognize our racing?
Okay, now let's see. You see that one backwards 3 times fast, huh? We have 18 and a half minutes in front of 11 o'clock. The fellow by the name of Chuck Willett, and he recorded a song called I'm Gonna Hang Up My Rock and Roll Shoes. And the other side was entitled What Am I Living For? And it turned out not to be a song but a prophecy, because he passed away shortly after. He was known as the King of the Stroll, which was a dance they did way back when.
What am I living for? If not for you. What am I living for? If not for you. What am I living for? If not for you. Oh, nobody else will do. What am I longing for? Each lonely night to feel your lips to mine, to hold you tight. You'll be the only girl my whole life through. Oh, nobody else will do. I want you close to me, that's all I know. I want you all the time, because, darling, I love you so. What am I living for, if not for you? What am I living for, if not for you? What am I living for, if not for you? Baby, nobody else will What am I living for, if not for you? Darling, nobody else will do. Oh, nobody else will do.
Hey there, look at that, 16 minutes in front of 11 o'clock. Art Roberts here on WLS Radio for a Sunday night. It's called Hey Baby, they're playing our song, and it's all brought to you by Carol's Red Hanger Shops. And let's step right back into a Carol's and see what else they have for you. You know, like you might just want a simple little thing, like a pair of slacks, for instance, where you have your Levi's Stay Pressed slacks. These are ivy kind of slacks. I know you're going to dig them. You like the color. They come in black and olive blue, or just a blue olive color. And they $7 is the price tag. And I'll tell you this much: these great looking, great wearing Levi's Stay Pressed slacks stay good looking all day long. Try on a pair. You gotta love them. Like everything down at Carol's. State in Washington, 63rd in Kedzie, Hillside, Gulf Mill, Dixie Square Shopping Center in Champaign. It's Carol Kaufman downtown and the Country Fair Shopping Center.
Radar weather eye. Radar weather eye.
The U.S. Weather Bureau has issued a tornado watch for most of northern Illinois and southeastern Wisconsin until 2:30 a.m. Monday. The threat of 1 or 2 isolated tornadoes exists in these areas. A few severe thunderstorms with large hail and locally damaging winds are also forecast for northern Illinois until 2:30 a.m. Current temperature 71 degrees.
Weekends are great in Chicago with wonderful 890 WLS is the station with personality.
These are the outsiders, and time won't let me.
Can't wait forever, even though he wants me to. I can't wait forever to know if you'll be true. Time won't let me. With that line, can't you see I've waited too long to love you, to hold you in my arms. Time won't let me. Time won't let me. Time won't let me. Can't wait forever, even though he wants me to. I can't wait forever to know if you'll be true. Time won't let me. With that line, you wanna let me with that long. Even my baby waiting that long. Let me take my coming back right now. Let me, baby, say I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I love you like you did, baby. Don't you know I'm coming home?
Oh, let's just keep tearing up the town for a Sunday night. Link Ray and the Raymen. It's called Rawhide. of my clothes down there at Carol's Red Hanger Shop. Bringing you this first portion of our Sunday night get-together. And just go on down to Carol's and browse around. Selection is their big attraction, I would think. But not only that, quality. Oh, with that selection goes the quality you know, brands that you know, names that make sense to you. So just go on down and look around, and you'll find out why all the in guys shop right in Carol's Red Hanger Shops. State in Washington, 63rd and Kedzie, Hillside, the Gulf Mill, Dixie Square Shopping Centers in Champaign. You know, it's Carol Kaufman downtown, and the Country Fair Shopping Center. The Dandeliers, the name of the next group. It's coming. One summer night.
One summer night.
Company to catch up on the news. I'll see you back with more music. Hero Life begins at 8:90.
With personality and radio. WLS. That's who.
Good evening. This is Bruce Brown with the latest news. It's one of 58 newscasts heard every day on WLS ABC in Chicago.
That song's going to be around for 20 years. Wilson Pickett in the midnight hour. Who's that tough? 3.5 minutes after 11 o'clock, and we're in business once again for a Sunday night. Art Robertson. Hey, baby, they're playing our song.
There's something very special about Milwaukee beer, especially when that beer is Blatz, Milwaukee's finest. Blatz always tastes like it's straight from the tap. You know the taste, fresh, smooth, never too filling. That's because all Blatz is draft brewed, whether you get it on tap or straight from a bottle or a can. Draft brewed Blatz, pasteurized for your protection. Every bottle and can keeps it brewery fresh and good. It's Milwaukee's finest beer, and that's saying a lot. Blatz, brewed in Milwaukee and other cities.
Hey, there's a great song. Good to listen to and great to dance to. But what if suddenly the music stopped for you?
That's what it's like to have muscular dystrophy. Victims, usually younger people, are doomed to spend the rest of their lives in wheelchairs. On the outside, looking in. What can I do, you say? Plenty.
WLS has come up with an idea to raise money for this worthy cause, and it's fun at the same time. A WLS house hop.
Will you hold a WLS house hop on our behalf at your house?
Will you help the Muscular Dystrophy Fund by charging your friends a small admission fee?
Send in for a free illustrated folder with complete details.
Find out how you can have a WLS house hop of your own and qualify for some great prizes.
Send in right away. Put your name and address on a postcard and rush it to WLS House Hops, radio station WLS Chicago.
We'll send your house hop kit right back to you in the mail.
That's WLS House Hops, radio station WLS Chicago.
Wow, that was a while way back, a couple, 3 years ago, when folk music was right at its peak. It was sort of a thing. Everybody jumped in the folk music bandwagon, so to speak, you know. But out of it, it wasn't a waste, not at all, because out of it came a lot of good things, a lot of good artists. And some of the music that we have today, like the Mamas and the Papas and the Lovin' Spoonfuls and Bobby Dylan's and on it goes, are a product of the folk era that we had a couple, 3 years ago. So I thought on our Hey Baby, we're playing our song this Sunday, we'd kind of just take a little capsule look at it.
Well, when I was a young man and never been kissed, I got to thinking it over, how much I had missed. So I got me a girl and I kissed her and then, oh Lordy, well I kissed her again because she had kisses sweeter than wine. She had kisses sweeter than wine. Sweeter than wine. Well, I asked her to marry and to be my sweet wife. I told her we'd be so happy for the rest of our life. Begged her and I pleaded like a natural man. And then, whoops, oh Lordy, well, she gave me her hand because she had kisses sweeter than wine. She had kisses sweeter than wine. Sweeter than wine. Well, we worked very hard, both me and my wife, for working hand in hand to have a good life. We had corn in the field, wheat in the bin, and then, whoops, oh Lord, I was the father of twins because she had kisses sweeter than wine. She had kisses sweeter than wine. Sweeter than wine. Well, our children ain't numbered just about 4, and they all have a sweetheart knocking at the door. They all got married and they would cross the date. I was, whoops, oh Lord, the grandfather of 8 because she had kisses sweeter than wine. She had kisses sweeter than wine. Sweeter than wine. Well, now that I'm old and I'm ready to go, I get thinking what happened a long time ago. Had a lot of kids around growing pain, but then whoops, oh Lordy, well, I do it all again because she had kisses sweeter than wine. She had kisses sweeter than
Jimmy Rogers, young guy came out of Kansas City. You know, that's where a lot of this thing all started was around. They had their own little school there in Kansas City. Not a school, your school, but sort of a school of music, a type of music. And everybody kind of sang the same kind of songs. They never really went out of the area until he tramped out with a song called Honeycomb, and it started a whole thing from then on. Another one of the pioneer groups that we had in folk music was the Kingston Trio, who were singing it before they ever bothered to call it anything, or before people wanted to jump on a bandwagon. This isn't exactly one of their earliest ones, but it is one of the most requested ones we get on the program, so I thought we'd spin it one more time, since the Kingston Trio has since broken up and gone their merry ways. And it's sort of like an end of an era. It's a very sad thing to think about. A lot of people like to see them do something, get back, or well, maybe not to play, but even just to make records. And we're trying very hard to get at least one or two of them back on the program so we can sort of look back on a lot of music that they gave to us. And one of the most requested of all their songs was a story about Mr. Black, who was a reverend.
He rode easy in the saddle. He was tall and lean, and at first he thought nothing but a streak of mean could make a man look so downright strong. But when look in his eyes, and you knowed you was wrong. He was a mountain of a man, and I want you to know he could preach hot hell or freezing snow. He carried a Bible in a canvas sack, and the folks just called him the Reverend Mr. Black. He was poor as a beggar, but he rode like a king. Sometimes in the evening I could hear him sing, I got to walk that lonesome valley. I got to walk it by myself. Oh, nobody else can walk it for me. I got to walk it by myself. If ever I could have thought that this man in black was soft, had any yellow up his back, I gave that notion up today. A lumberjack came in and it wasn't a fray. Yeah, he kicked open the meeting house door and he cussed everybody up and down the floor. And then when things got quiet in the place, he walked up and cussed in the preacher's face. He hit that reverend like the kick of a mule, and to my way of thinking, it took a pure fool to turn the other cheek to that lumberjack. Well, that's what he did, the Reverend Mr. Black. He stood like a rock, a man among men, then he let that lumberjack hit him again, and then with a voice as kind as could be, he cut him down like a big old tree when he said, you got to walk that lonesome valley. You got to walk it by yourself. Nobody else can walk it for you. You got to walk it by yourself. It's been many years since we had to part. I guess I learned his ways by heart. I can still hear his sermons ring down in the valley where he used to sing. I followed him, yes sir, and I don't regret it. Hope that I'll always be a credit to his memory, because I want you to understand the Reverend Mr. Black was my old man. You got to walk that lonesome valley. You got to walk it by yourself. Nobody else can walk it for you. You got to walk it by yourself. You got to walk that lonesome valley. You got to walk it by yourself.
Yeah, folk music sure has contributed a lot to the music that we have today. One of the great writers of the folk scene was a young man named Bobby Dylan, who is more than just a writer. I guess you might dub him a folk poet, because when he says something, he says it with all his heart, and the words ring out true, like If I Had a Hammer and things such as that. And Bobby Dylan has written a lot of songs, and one day he stepped out on a stage to do a concert, and he had an electric guitar in his hands. And all the folk puffs, they booed him. They were like, ooh, terrible. Imagine that. He's like a traitor. But he wasn't, because he knew something was going to happen with the music that he was playing then. Something big. He started a whole new era. It's called folk rock. And we still have it today. And we have a lot of groups that are a product of folk rock. One is a twosome named Simon and Garfunkel.
dark December. I am alone, gazing from my window to the streets below on a freshly fallen silent shroud of snow. I am a rock, I am an fortress deep and mighty that none may penetrate. I have no need of friendship. Friendship causes pain. It's laughter and it's loving I disdain. I am a rock. I am an of love. Well, I've heard the word before. It's sleeping in my memory. I won't disturb the slumber of feelings that have died. If I never loved, I never would have tried. I am a rock. I am an feels no pain, and an island